the sound of the rain. Will they keep us sane? Will they wash away the pain? I love the sound of the rain. Will they clear my mind? Will they keep everybody sane? There's a pitter, there's a patter. Now the rain's getting louder, beating down on my head, beating down on my soul. There's a pitter, there's a patter. Now the thunder's getting louder, but it can't scare away my soul. The sound of the birds after the rain. Will they bring their own tunes in the brain? I love the sound of the birds singing their own words as they prepare to fly south to escape. There's a pitter, there's a patter. Now the rain's getting louder, beating down on my head, beating down on my soul. There's a pitter, there's a patter. Now the thunder's getting louder, but it can't scare away my soul. Don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in. Don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in. Escape from all this pain. Social distance in the rain. Prepare my mind to be safe. There's a pitter, there's a patter. Now the rain's getting louder, beating down on my head, beating down on my soul. There's a pitter, there's a patter. Now the thunder's getting louder, but it can't scare away my soul. Oh, don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in. Don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in. Don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in. Don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in, don't let the rain in.
Hi, this is Billy Earl, and we are here on DELMARVELOUS Americana. We are thrilled today to have an artist here who has a brand new CD called Lush. This is Lauren Glick. Thank you so much for taking the time from your busy schedule to come by and be with us.
I can't thank you enough for having me here. Thank you.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. You've been on the show before, so this is probably old hat to you, but how did you get to where you are now musically?
A lot of work. Perseverance. Basically graduated, from Berklee College of Music, so I have a degree in music. Took that with me. Always knew that I wanted to perform. Performed in several bands all around the Ocean City and surrounding areas. Developed quite a little following. It just built up from there, and then took my hand at songwriting, which I started in college, and developed some kind of some kind of songwriting style that resembled a little bit like Tori Amos, Kate Bush, more on the higher vocal side, which was fine, but then I realized it wasn't really what I was performing around town, known as the Janis Joplin of Ocean City. That name was thrown at me, which I never listened to Janis Joplin growing up, but it was all cool because she
That's
sings.
a compliment.
Yeah, it is. She sings from the heart and soul, and that's how I am. And then we kind of got into that little bit of a bluesy realm. I don't want to call it straight blues, but it's like a bluesy, soulful realm. Mm-hmm. And then I said, why am I writing music that isn't what I'm really performing? So I tried to come from a different way, a different atmosphere, a different formula of writing, if I could say, and came up with a way to write that would really engage people in that same respect that I play. So it's a little bit bluesy and soulful now, and I think I finally found my niche. I'm really happy.
Amazing. Yeah, I hear a little Etta James in there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The Ocean City musical environment, I guess it's been devastating the last 2 years with this damn panic. Is it coming back?
It is coming back, and it's coming back strong. But during the pandemic, I had to do music. And what did I do? I set up in my living room. I have a grand piano, and I played and played. And to be honest with you, I developed a lot of fans that way. People had never seen me. People didn't know who I was, and they were looking for something to do. And I really gained. I look at it as not a good thing. Of course, the pandemic is a terrible thing. But for music, I look at it as a good thing because I built my fan base.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you sit down to write a song, do you have a formula? Do you have a process?
Not a strict formula, although I do have theory knowledge, but I don't have a strict formula, but I do definitely kind of write the words and the music at the same time. It's just really weird. And I've heard other people say in interviews that they almost become possessed, and that's kind of how I feel. It's like it just comes from nowhere. A lot of times I'll get up in the middle of the night and record myself on my little recorder.
Yep. Voice memo.
Voice memo, and then I take it from there. But it's not really a exact science. No.
Okay. When you're approaching the lyrical content, where do you get your inspiration from, or is it always different?
It's always different, but most of the time, I do get it from my personal life, what's going on in my life or what I see around me that I feel that people would benefit. Big time into lyrics. I changed the lyrics about 50 times before I actually put the song out, little crossing out, all over the place. And my songs all have a message. They all have a story. And like I said, most of them are not fiction. They come right from my life.
Okay, well, they say write about what you know.
Yes, exactly.
You've been playing bass, I think, in many of your in concert, yes. And you're obviously an excellent keyboard player. What else do you play?
That's it.
Okay, well, that's enough. Who was the gentleman who was with you there at Captain's Galley when we first met?
Mike Armstrong. He passed away about 6 years ago. Yeah.
No, that wasn't Mike that was there. This was a younger gentleman with long blonde hair.
Oh, Dave.
Dave, yeah.
I don't know how much younger he is.
Okay. Well, he was younger than Mike, wasn't he?
Yes, a little bit.
No, I had a lot of respect for Mike. Mike was a...
I miss him.
Tremendous instrumentalist.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Dave Tarlacki, which goes by Dave Michael now, so he's still playing with me. And
okay.
We're doing very well, yes.
But he's no longer a Tarlacki.
No,
okay.
He changed his name.
Who knew? How long did it take you to put this new CD together?
Well, probably about a full year.
Okay.
So basically, this is a band that I do not perform with, and we did this on purpose. My manager, Billy, kind of had his eyes open around town and kind of peering out to see who would fit for this CD, and he kind of pulled them, handpicked them, and I've got some excellent musicians behind me, and like I said, it's an all new lineup. So,
Okay.
and we're just starting to tour a little bit and play some bigger venues. So I'm very excited about it.
Okay. Who played on the CD?
Okay, so Bobby Malaby, he plays in the band Transfusion, which has been around for, plus 30 years, an incredible band that everybody, waits to see and puts it on their calendar when they're coming. So I'm very blessed to have him. He's an incredible drummer. And then Bobby kind of wanted to keep it small scale, so he brought his son in, Scott Malaby, who's an incredible... gives it that jam band sound, a little bit like the Allman Brothers, Susan Tedeschi, and I love it. I love it. And then we brought...
He's a guitarist?
Yes, he's incredible. And then he brought Chris Chandler in, who's a friend of his, and they've been playing together since they were just little boys. And they just work really well. They feed off one another, so it really is cool. And then that was it for a while. And then we're like, well, we kind of need to have some backup singers, because part of what makes my music is the backup vocals. It really is, and you'll hear that from the CD. But so we kind of put an ad out and got some, a lot of hits actually, and then we chose Sarah Mitchell, who also you saw today plays the flute and sings backup, and then Neil Helgeson also sings backup. So it gives it like that gospel-y kind of bluesy, soulful sound. It's really cool.
Interesting. What does now Sarah's in the real estate business too?
Yes.
Has she played with other bands locally that we would know?
Yeah, she plays with Endless Ember and a couple other bands, and I'm not sure the name right now, but it's Endless Ember. Yeah.
Okay. You're talking about tours. Where are you going?
We're going to tour all of Ocean City and up and down Coastal Highway. But no, we're trying to get a little bit more spread out, a little more diverse, maybe New York, Washington, Baltimore, do some of the bigger festivals, and, kind of get our name out there. Because the CD is doing so well and we're getting national airplay, I feel that we're going to start to really take off in that direction.
That is great to hear, and it's wonderful that you have somebody as seasoned as Billy to be on your side pushing the product, because it needs to be done these days. There's an awful lot of competition out there.
There is.
Yeah. When you are singing, who are you hearing in your head?
My biggest influence, like I said, Janis Joplin, of course, because of the soulfulness, the heart. There's not a moment that goes by that I don't give all I've got. And Beth Hart, I don't know if you know who she is, but she's incredible. I even like Hart, Ann Wilson, Alicia Keys. Some of the soulful, like you said, Etta James, Carly Simon, Carole King, they're all my influences. And it makes a really cool sound.
And also my cousin.
Your cousin.
Tori Amos.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Is called I'm On to You, and it's kind of about a poor woman that is looking at all her bills and all the money that's caused a little bit of havoc in her life. She decides to go to the big city to make a change. And this guy that she had been seeing is kind of like a liar. So she's saying, I'm on to you. I know what you're about. Here it goes, something like this. The bills, sent in the rent. All I have is my own 2 cents. I got my health, I got my pride. Drive in my car and take a ride downtown and see the city lights and admire all the pretty sights. cut my hair, I changed my name, I took a trip down memory lane. I lost my trust, I really tried to keep my thoughts on the inside. I see the city lights and admire all the pretty sights. I'm not into you, 'cause I'm on to you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey, hey, yeah. I'm not into you, 'cause I'm on to you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey. C'est la vie means goodbye. There's only one way to cry, 'cause I meant it when I said it. You're a trip, you're so pathetic. If you think you're gonna get it, it's worse than I'm getting. I see the city lights and admire all the pretty sights. I'm not into you, 'cause I'm on to you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey, hey, I'm not into you, 'cause I'm on to you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I cut my hair and I changed my name, took a trip down a memory lane. Oh yeah, I'm not into you, 'cause I'm on to you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey, yeah, I'm not into you, 'cause I'm on to you. I'm not into you, 'cause I'm on to you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
It's removed. It's way removed, but still, she's in there. Her and Hillary Clinton, they're both in there somewhere.
That's pretty cool. That's right, you told me that.
Well, my mother is into genealogy. She runs the genealogy for the Daughters of the American Revolution in Texas.
Oh.
So she spends, good Lord, who knows how much time in libraries and in rooms that have pension records, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, if you're basically Celtic, you're related to a million different people, but we don't exchange Christmas cards. It's not that kind of relationship.
I gotcha.
When you're on the road, that's a difficult life, isn't it?
Oh, yes. It's a very difficult life, because I always said I wish I had two lives. I chose to raise 4 beautiful children,
Yeah.
which are now all raised, so now it's my time to shine. But it's not an easy life. You're in different places at different times. You're not in the comforts of your own surroundings, so
Yeah.
it's tough. Yeah.
The kids, are they all local here?
Yes,
That's a blessing.
it is.
Yeah, I have to go to Washington, D.C. or Annapolis to see my grandchildren and children.
Nice. Well,
But
it's not too far.
No. It's piece of cake. Piece of cake. What do the kids think about your music?
Oh, Mom, shut up.
That's kids.
Well, my older son is actually really instrumental in my music. I shouldn't say that. But the younger ones are like, please, you're embarrassing me. I'm trying to be cool. I'm 13. I have twin girls. I'm cool, and you're not. Yeah. But my son, he has been very, very into helping me out. He shot all my videos.
Okay.
And I have 3 videos out and 1 to come, along with Lush. We'll be releasing Living in Pain on coming up in a couple weeks.
Wonderful.
So he's shot all the videos, and he's very, very instrumental on all that, you know, the looks of the whole thing. So, and that's a big part of it.
Yeah, it is.
know,
We're
it
living
is.
in a digital world.
Yes, we are.
And the promotion and the inspiration, really revolves in many ways about what people can see, on that device.
Right.
When you are out and you're performing and you're on tour, the relationship many times that artists have with the audience is kind of a one-off, because you may not have been to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania before, but people there know you, or they think they know you.
Right.
How do you connect with people when you're on stage?
Well, I think Ocean City has been so wonderful because we've brought people from all the surrounding areas that know me. And like I said, that the whole coronavirus, playing in my living room on Facebook Live has really gained me some attention. So I feel very comfortable. I feel very comfortable.
Well, let's hope that we've seen the last of coronavirus. I saw something on the news yesterday about the new
variant.
the new variant being controllable with the state to which the vax has now evolved.
Okay.
And let's hope that that's the reality.
Yeah, let's hope.
It's what everybody wants. Tell me, if you can, about your infrastructure. Are you with a label? How are you progressing professionally in that manner?
Well, we are, can't say too much about it, but we are looking at different options.
Okay.
Is that the right way to say it? I recorded everything at Cozy Recording Studio, and they have a mini label that he's getting ready to flourish. So essentially right now, I guess I'm on that label, but we're trying to move in a different direction. But I can't say too much.
Let's do a little commercial here for where to send people that are watching this to find out more about you.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Tell us about your platforms.
Oh, yeah. So on Facebook, you can go to the Lauren Glick Band, and you can like that. Also, under my own name, Lauren Glick, I've got some followers there, and I do that on purpose because I feel this personal connection with my audience, and my audience loves to see my children, and they're on there. That's basically why I do that as well. So you can look up Lauren Glick Band or Lauren Glick. I also have a website at laurensings.com, LAURENSINGS.com. So you can find out where we're playing or where we'll be, in the future.
Okay. Here is a technically off topic question. What got built in the place where the old Captain's Galley was?
We were just talking about that. In fact, we might visit it. It's Pier something. What's it called?
17.
Pier 17.
It's a restaurant?
Yeah, and it's beautiful. It's
Oh.
all state-of-the-art, brand new. It's real tall. It's real beautiful. But I have not been in there yet.
That used to be my wife and I. That was our restaurant.
Yeah.
Because they had crab cakes that were
And you
just
played with
unbelievable.
us.
Yeah, yeah.
You might want to mention that.
Yeah, Bill Pierce and Billy Earl. We did a one only concert at Captain Galley, the old Captain's Galley, when Lauren and Dave took a break.
Yes.
We were instrumental in driving people away from the restaurant. Many of them headfirst into the water just to avoid what we considered harmony, but most people consider an atonal approach to music. Anyway, we had a great time doing it, and I want to thank the roughly 2,000 people that have looked at that video. I don't like it, but I'm glad you did.
Yes.
Anyway, so this is a new restaurant, because it broke my heart. We went up there, I guess, maybe 2 years ago, and it wasn't there.
Yeah. No.
It wasn't there.
No,
Oh, well.
and I love the owner, Michelle. That place has been around forever. They did such a beautiful job
They
at
did.
Captain's Galley.
They did. Warm, it was comfortable, it was friendly,
Yes.
and the food was just killer.
Oh, yeah. Best crab cakes ever.
Yep, food was killer. Ocean City as a town and as a place for live music, it's really good to hear that it's coming back and that people are promoting it and people are playing there. What happens in the off season there? Does it just close down?
No, not anymore. No, it's. How do you give and give all your life and end up with nothing? Always the bridesmaid, not the bride. I'm drowning. What do you think you need to make it right when you never invested any time? What will it take to make you see? Nobody knows but me. When will you grow up into someone you've known all your life? Look in the mirror at your eyes, see nothing. When will you believe you deserve to be high and happy at the nth degree? What will it take to make you see? Nobody knows but me. But me. What will it take to make you see? Nobody knows but me. But me. But me. But me. No, it's really built up. It's really built up a scene. Honestly, we play all winter, so I love it. It's and some of the bar owners are so into having us come in and not only do the covers. The covers are great. Once again, no disrespect. I love the covers, but we're trying to build on that, and they're also open arm. Come on into our club and play your originals and show people what you have. So that's really cool.
Well, I think there's a growing movement among people who listen to live music. There's always the people that go to places where there are covers, and not to disparage them, but many times they're not paying that much attention,
Right.
maybe a little bit. But people that go to live music venues to listen to original music, whole different subsect.
Absolutely.
And you're finding a growing audience in that particular group.
Yes, and I'm playing a lot solo, which I have not done a whole lot before, but it's wonderful. I just, show up, I bring my piano, and I play, mostly originals, some
Okay.
covers. So I'm really branching out in that respect as well.
Where do you like to play there?
Where?
Got a favorite?
I like every place we play. I love Lighthouse Sound is great.
Yep.
Where else do we? Bourbon Street. I'll mention Bourbon Street is so much fun. Have you ever been
Okay.
there?
No, I have not.
Oh, that's so much fun. Where else do we play? Oh, Sky Bar.
Right?
Cambria.
Okay.
Cambria is that beautiful new hotel, right? It has the most beautiful view. And I play right in the lobby there by myself every Wednesday all summer, and I'll be doing a lot of original music.
Where is it?
Right downtown,
Right
like
across 50th, the
right on
bridge.
What street?
Talbot Street, like
Talbot,
next
okay.
next to Talbot Street.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful hotel.
We'll have to drop in.
Yeah.
When you're in Ocean City and you're gigging there, who else is in that scene? Who else is there that you like?
Other musicians.
Other musicians.
I like everyone. I'm really. I love Transfusion, of course.
Yeah.
Randy Lee Ashcraft.
Yep.
Dave Sherman. I don't know, Kevin Poole. They're all great musicians.
Mike Beaver.
Oh yeah, Mike and 33 RPM. They're a rockin' band. I just love this town because everybody is so cool, and when you go in to see other bands, they always invite you up.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's just fun. Everybody loves one another, and we all support each other. So
Well, that's important to have community.
yes, absolutely.
It's amazing in the world of music, which is a very competitive business, that there is not the kind of corporate separatism that you see in other businesses.
Right.
And that's a nice thing. Ocean City as a venue, I know they're looking at this summer as being really a record number.
Yes.
Because everybody's been cooped up for a long time and they want to get out.
And did you hear about all the new places that are opening in West Ocean City? There's a brand new Coliseum? Amphitheater. Yeah, that's opening
Really?
up.
Through like amphitheater for bands like themselves to come up and.
So they're trying to make it, I think, a little bit more artsy in this town, which I love.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's it located?
It's going to be on Stephen Decatur Avenue.
Okay.
Plus, there's Crab Cake Factory. They put the restaurant there. There are already newer restaurants there that are great for the music scene.
Meadow Sea Eatery, they have music in there.
Yeah. So
lot of
it's really
influence.
building in Westo. Yeah.
That's good to hear. Have you ever played the amphitheater here in Salisbury?
No, I have not yet.
Okay. Maybe we should put that on our list.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice. It's open air. There's no covering, but it's terraced, with sections, and people bring their chairs, and you could probably fit, I would say, 200, 250 people in there.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. The thing, I think when they first opened up, an old friend of mine came and played there, Paul Reed Smith. Mm-hmm. Paul was just a young guitar maker in Annapolis when I first met him. And I used to book him for political gigs there in Annapolis. In fact, the first electric guitar I ever bought, it was a second. Paul would not allow it to go out the door as a regular thing because it had a little mar on the very bottom. And you really had to look to find it.
He was particular, right?
Paul is very, very particular. And, of course, his guitars have gone... I would say, stratospheric in terms of the people that are playing them and the way that, he's responding to market forces, especially with the Blue Sky for John Mayer. And he's got another, it's a Tele knockoff. Actually, cut. We're not going to use the word knockoff because if Paul sees it, that'll piss him off. But starting again, Paul Reed Smith. Yeah, he's making some of his own fashioned guitars, and they're really quite amazing. Really quite amazing.
Okay.
Now, in terms of the way that you like to set up your summer, how often are you playing? Much as possible?
No, not as much as possible. We're choosing the best gigs that bring in the most people and pay us the most tips. Just kidding.
Okay. That's part of the business.
I play like 3 or 4 times a week.
Okay.
That's good. That's good for me.
You're comfortable with that?
Yes.
Yeah. When you first got into this, well, you were a teenager when you first discovered music and thought, I can do that.
Yeah, I was, but I started when I was like 10 years old, more in the realm of I'm going to do a Broadway, and I loved to sing Annie and all the different cute little shows.
Yeah.
And then as a teenager, I was very shy and very quiet. And then when I was 19, I lost my mom, which really made me more afraid of being around, so I was very quiet for a couple of years, actually, to be honest with you. And then when I went to college, that's really when I got into it. Yeah.
Okay. And that's Berkeley?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's in Boston?
Yes, it is.
Okay. How was your experience there?
Oh, amazing. Incredible musicians. All of us just kind of, putting each other up. I mean, some people left because they felt like it was too much competition. I thrive on the competition. I loved it. And it was just an incredible experience. an incredible experience. Of course, the first day I walk in, I see drums set up in my room, and I'm like, oh my God, I had the only female drummer in the school, but it was kind of cool.
Okay.
She was a big Genesis fan, but it was kind of cool. And me being a bass player, it was perfect. But,
oh yeah, you were tethered together from the
start. Yep.
Although my parents did something with me, and I would never advise anybody else to do it, is to buy a drum set for a young child who doesn't understand the concept of sound and sound management going through a house. It was such a pain.
You were just boom.
Well, I got into it, and I was playing in a little band, and, I tried to get better, and so I turn up the stereo and then, flail away. It was Led Zeppelin time. And big mistake, parents. Be careful. Your ears are going to be a victim in this crime. Tell me, if you will, about what you see in the future. Where is this going for you?
Well, we have a promotions guy behind us now, so we're now, and like you said, it is a world of computers and FaceTime and Facebook and all that. But we have somebody that's helping us to continue to grow our fan base with, national radio stations all over the country.
World.
Yeah, all over the world. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's also putting them in England, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Australia. So just seeing what happens. He's going more for the blues and soul, and then our hopes are that we'll cross over to pop and rock.
Okay.
So,
Blues magazine you were written.
Yep, I was just written up in the blues magazine, American Blues Scene, and that gained that has so many followers that now I have so many more followers. So just every little thing we do, like Billy says, baby steps, but we are working towards more of a national mindset where we come away from the smaller bars and we play bigger venues.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you see that happening?
Well, like
how
I
do
said,
you make it happen?
Well, you grow a fan base. You get your music out on Spotify, which it is.
Okay.
You get your music out on Amazon Prime. People start downloading. People are listening to it on the radio, and we're getting excellent feedback. And the radio stations' algorithms are showing that they're playing the music. So, and we get a little update, on what's being played and what's not, and some of the songs are, taking off. So we're hoping that, and this CD just came out. And like I said, I have 3 other CDs out, and none of them did anything the way this one is. And the reason being is because I really feel now I have my niche. I have the right band behind me. You got to have all these things, And this band is willing to do whatever they need to do to make this happen. So I've got a lot of support, from Billy and Nancy, and I'm just really, really excited and ready to go.
Okay. Well, look, I really want to thank you for coming by today. This has been terrific.
Yes.
We are very supportive at DELMARVELOUS Americana with local artists and doing as much as we can in our own small way to be helpful to you. So thanks again.
Oh, yes, you're welcome.